If you are unhappy with the people, events, circumstances, or just your simple reality, the first thing I want you to know is that you created it. And as harsh as that is, until you are able to come to the awareness that you create every single experience in your life, you will never be able to change your life to make it your dream reality. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the concept of reality creation and explaining to you guys how the universe works and how you create your reality so that you can understand how you created the reality that you are unhappy with to move forward and create the reality that you are happy with. So if you want to learn so that you can switch your circumstances, and go ahead and keep on watching. The first thing I wanted to say in terms of this topic is that we all live in our own universe, literally universe. Literally everybody is living in their own world because we all came into this world alone for a purpose, and we're all going to leave this world alone. And that's the first thing I want you to understand, because once you understand that, you realize that you are the creator of your reality. The people, events, and circumstances were attracted by you. Yes, you were put into a family. Yes, you were put into like a hometown, or you were born into this environment because this is where your soul is going to grow. Literally, God planted you as like a plant, just like nature. Like, we can always go back and metaphorize. I just make up words. Metaphorize our lives, or the human life, with nature, because that is literally another creation of God. So wherever God planted you, that is where you are meant to grow. If you were born in this family, you are meant to break generational curses. You are meant to grow in this environment. You are meant to create from this environment. So this is where your soul begins its journey of evolution. However, as soon as you enter this world, it is now up to you to create your reality. And you might not think it's you creating your reality, because the truth is that since you were born, you literally had societal training. Since you were born, your parents told you to act a certain way. Well, you went to school and then you were told to be a certain way. Your culture invited certain beliefs into your life. And so literally, before you had the knowledge or the capacity to decide for yourself, literally as a 4-year-old, you don't know if this is right or wrong. Everybody has different moral codes, and it was established when they were too young to know. Like, some people believe that being abundantly wealthy and rich is bad. And some people think that being as rich as possible is the best thing you can be. And that code of morality was literally built when you were a little kid. It was built when you were too young to decide for yourself. So at this age, basically from newborn to, I would say, about 8, 10, 12, you are being put all these ideas into your subconscious mind, and all these things are training you. But also, this is so important because all these ideas being put into you are the things that you need to kind of break away from, are literally chains that have held your family hostage for years, that you are meant to come into this world and break free from. Like, for example, me, I'm a first-gen Latina, and my parents cultivated so much fear within me. Like, I was always scared to make moves, and now I am the most fearless person in the world. Once I stopped being afraid, that's when my life opened up. And so you need to look back and see what limiting beliefs were put in you, because these are the things that have been holding your lineage, that have been holding your legacy, your family back. Literally, if you are able to break these things, your legacy and your lineage and everything will grow abundant and wealthy and be so good on this earth, literally make history. But the problem is that a lot of people end up blaming these beliefs. And so once you're past 12 or in your teenage years, you kind of start rebelling a little bit, because you start realizing that a lot of these beliefs weren't yours in the first place. You start thinking that you want to do this instead of this, or that your parents are too strict, or that you're mad because your parents put you in soccer instead of dance, even though your passion since being a little girl was dance. You start realizing that everything that people were putting on you, it doesn't really attribute to you, and that you want to maybe start doing things your own way. However, because all these beliefs are stuck in your subconscious mind, they are literally held within you. They are a part of your identity unless you are able to come to awareness and transmute these beliefs. But unfortunately, when you are in your teens, and I would even say younger 20s, and people literally go all their life saying being the way I'm about to describe. But once you are trained, so once you enter your teenage years, 20s, mid-20s, 30s, 40s, if you don't come to this awareness, you are going to enter these years and think that the world hates you, think that life hates you, think that there are no opportunities for you. And it is all because you have all these self-limiting beliefs and all these beliefs that were put in you. And so because they are in you, you are manifesting them. Like you are literally creating a world where these beliefs are alive. And until you are able to come to the realization that even though these beliefs were put in you, it is your job. This is like the hardest part. It is your job to switch the beliefs. It is literally your job to change your beliefs, to change your identity. Because if you don't, nobody else is going to come and do it for you. Yes, it wasn't your fault that people put these things in you, but also this is going to give you purpose. Because from changing these beliefs is where you will find alchemy and purpose. Literally, it is the process of alchemy, like of literally coming from this and wanting to transcend and be the greatest thing ever, and just like switching beliefs, through letting go of fear, through letting go of identity, through letting go of self-limiting beliefs. It is this process that is literally going to give you purpose. Like in the discovery of finding how to change your identity, in the discovery of finding how to change your beliefs, you're going to find what you love to do. You're going to find how you can contribute to the world, because how you changed your beliefs is going to help somebody change their beliefs. Literally, like there are people who become teachers, there are people who make YouTube videos, there are people who write books. Like it is literally just our purpose to come into this world and to grow the consciousness, which is God. And so therefore you will literally find your purpose in the alchemy or in the transmutation of your old beliefs that were put into you, into the new beliefs that you feel are God destined and of your highest self. But like I said, unless you're able to come to awareness that you are creating a reality, you're going to think that the world hates you. Like you're literally going to go to the world and you're going to not be able to find jobs. You're going to be poor. You're going to not have opportunities. And it's because within you have all these beliefs that you're poor, that you literally grew up in a poor environment, that you weren't loved by your parents, that you have to compete for things, that there's never enough for you. You have all these beliefs from your childhood that were put in you, or from trauma or stuff like that. And then you go into the real world and you're faced with mirrors of this, literally just simple mirrors of this, because the world or the universe is just a reflection of what you are. Literally, the universe is going to magnify whatever is within you. If within you have the limiting belief that your parents didn't love you, the world is going to bring you circumstances, events, and people that make you feel like people don't love you, because that is what you have within you. Until you are able to rewire your brain, until you are able to tell yourself, like, actually, no, my parents loved me so much that the reason why they worked all day and weren't able to spend time with me was because they were trying to put food on my table. And when I was young, I didn't know that them working literally all day long and not having any time for me meant that they were like trying to love me in the only way they could. Like when I was young, that just meant to me that they didn't love me. So it's like this rewiring of beliefs and like coming to knowledge of, like, you literally have to rewire them. Find a way to make it positive, like I just did with my parent example. And that is like going to be the start of you switching your beliefs. Because like I said, if you're not able to switch these beliefs, you're going to come into the world and you're going to find circumstances, events, and people that magnify the reality that is within you, so that you are insecure, that you are ugly, that you are not good enough. All of these things are going to be reflected by jobs not hiring you, by agencies not calling you back, by you not being able to get money, by you not being able to achieve your dreams. And then you're going to think that the world hates you, or you're going to be a victim to your reality. But the truth is, you are creating that. You are creating that because you still have these limiting beliefs in you that, yes, they were put in you when you were little, but it is your job to change, because you are the creator of your reality. Anything that is within you is going to be manifested on the outside. And that is why it's so important to literally go within you, see all your limiting beliefs, and see what is being reflected. If you want to know what is within you, just look at the world around you. If you want to know what you feel within you, just literally look at the world around you. If you don't have a partner, it's probably, or like if you feel like you don't have love within, like out in the outside world, it's probably because you don't have love within you. If you feel like you have no friendships in the outside world, it's probably because you don't have a friendship with yourself. Like anything that is reflected on the outside world is because it's inside of you. And so in order to change the outside world, you need to change the inside world fast. And this is like such a popular saying, like, if you want to change the world, change yourself. Whatever is within is being manifested outside. Like there's so many quotes about this, and like in this video I really just wanted to break down this concept more, and I hope that my explanation really helps break it down a little bit more. And I do want to make more videos on reality creation, because this topic is so important. And like I said, if you are a victim to your reality, and if you think that the world hates you or all these things, you are never going to be able to achieve your dream life. That is why it's so important to take accountability. It wasn't your fault, but it is your fault if you continue to live in the reality, because you are now an adult, and it is your job to grow your soul and evolutionize your soul. You were put in these circumstances for a reason. This is going to create the purpose out of you. This is going to create the greatest out of you. So make sure that you are awake. Literally, go right now after this video. I want you to journal down what your reality looks like. If you have no friends, if you don't have a boyfriend, if you constantly feel insecure, what is your reality showing you? And that is exactly what is within you. And so now I want you to start thinking back in time, like, when did this belief start? Like, for example, me, I had a belief that I had to compete for love all the time, and I found myself in situations where men cheated on me, where men had other girls, and it's like this belief literally started when I was a baby, and I had to like think about that memory. And when I realized, like, I felt like I had to compete for my parents' love because I had siblings and my mom, and my parents never had enough time, and I literally felt like I had to compete for love. And then I entered that was like my first trauma. Then I entered my first relationship, and in my first relationship, the guy ended up leaving me, and then I thought it was because like he wanted this other girl, but it was actually because I was just kind of not that great because I was insecure. But then I thought it was because of a girl, because I had this limiting belief from when I was little that it was because I had to compete for love. So then throughout my life, I just kept on seeing this over and over again, and I was like, why does this always happen to me? It happens to me because I made this belief when I was a tiny little girl. Like, it happened to me because this belief has lived within me. Like, it is my job to come to the awareness that I manifested this man, I manifested the cheating man. Yes, you literally have to be that accountable for your life so you can switch your life around. But once you take accountability, you'll realize that you have all the power to create your dream life. So yes, go get a journal right now. Start journaling what it is and what you need to change so that this video can really change your life. I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for the support. I hope this video changes your life. Angel kisses. I'll catch you guys in my next. Bye bye.